I think I realized something. I think I cooked something pretty heavy and deep fried in the kitchen when it comes to what is happening here, right? So for those of you who don't know, Zoran Mamdani, not the president-elect, the mayor-elect of New York City, he has won. Congratulations. Love that for New York. He came to the White House, said that he was gonna, talk to folks, said he would have a conversation with Trump, and Trump was just giddy, kicking his feet, just like fangirling heavy. I think this was the only person that he actually gave compliments to in his entire time in the White House, and truly just like looking like this for most of the time that Zoran was next to him. He shows him around the White House, lets him take pictures around a painting that Zoran has admired. I think it was an FDR painting. Trump posted it on his socials. Now here's what I think I realized here. I think that, and I will dive into this, there will be more nuance, I promise. I think that Trump is just a brat. Like in the most BDSM-y way and in the least consensual way possible. I think that he's just a brat. And while I think in this specific moment in time when it comes to Zoran being and I understand, an attractive man, a charming Libra, as a Libra myself, I get it. We're precious. We are incredibly charming folk. But even outside of that, I think that Trump is just an unattached I think that he's just a brat looking for somebody to put him in his place. And I think that why he's having so much of this specific energy towards Zoran is because Zoran was able to, he did not get super PAC money, APAC money, as much as Trump tried to endorse all of his opponents, as many millions of dollars were put into keeping this man out of office. He held to his morals. Now that he has been elected, he is working towards keeping all of the promises that he has made to the citizens of New York City. And that is an incredibly respectable thing to do. And I think that he is allegedly, these are all of my opinions, these are all of my thoughts, none of this is real. I think that he is turned on in a way, whether that is, I'm not necessarily saying that it's sexual. I am saying that the fact that that he has gone full brat across this White House, across the federal government, and nobody has stood up to him, said enough is enough. Even the conversation about like, oh, well, do you think that he's a fascist? And Zoran was trying to be like, well, yeah, I've said it before, but I can't say it here. And then Trump was like, no, it's okay. You can say it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But you know what? I'll get even more specific because I don't think that this is specifically about Zoran Mamdani. So this is an article on Grindr. If we're going to talk about how I think about my theory, this is all a lie. I know nothing. Okay. If we're going to talk about my theory, we got to go straight to the source. So quick little convo about what is a brat in the words of Grindr. In BDSM, a brat refers to a silly, cheeky little devil who wants to get into trouble. It's commonly referenced with a dominant sub dynamic in mind, with the brat in question being the submissive. Oh, also, if you have children watching this with you, please send them somewhere far away. And we're back. It's actually not that different from a traditional dom-sub dynamic, only the punishment and reactions from the dom are dragged out by poor behavior from the brat. And then we get a little cheeky veer on. But there's a couple of keep all of this in mind as we continue on. So in these kinds of relationships, what is the dominant or the brat tamer's role here? The brat tamer is the dominant partner on the receiving end of all the naughty foolishness. They have one goal: get their brat under control by any means necessary. But here it's really just like, okay, we got to talk about consent, what's been laid out, what's agreed upon, like can't cross the boundaries. There is no consent with what Trump is doing with that. But keep that. This is what it's supposed to be. It's not what is currently happening. In my theory, once again, what do I know? I'm a liar. What does it take to be a good brat tamer? It helps if you have a lot of patience, since it runs pretty thin quickly. You'll have to be okay with your buttons being pushed on purpose. And most importantly, you can't be too soft on your brat. I think that Trump has been looking for his dom. He's been looking for his tamer. He okay, I was gonna save this towards the end, but I'm just gonna say it now. I think that Trump really wants the American public to be his, no, let me rephrase. I think that when he entered into the White House, he was hoping that the federal government would be his dom, would be his tamer. I think he thought that the Democrats would put him in his place, would make him realize, oh, yeah, you know, you can't get away with this, and you've thrown enough tantrums, and you have to stop stomping your feet, just like shut up and whatever, right? All those like filthy, naughty things that I recognize that Bubba is probably, listen, you know what? Yeah, okay, so Bubba might not be Bill Clinton. In reality, you can't tell me that I'm allowed to believe whatever it is I want. I think he tried to find, even in Bill. Once again, I recognize, technically, I was probably not Bill Clinton. I don't want to think about it being a horse. But, like, not but, and there's, I think that he was trying to find it in the Democrats. He was trying to find it in the political opposition. But everybody kept bending over and just spreading their cheeks for him and being like, oh, yeah, whatever it is you want, Big Daddy Trump. Meanwhile, he's out here throwing, you know what? Let's go through what this article says about what goes into how to become a brat. And we can parallel this with what has been happening in our government. So, how to be a brat. 1, ignore or refuse orders. It's time to talk back and stomp your feet because it's just not fair. Ignoring your dom is going to infuriate them. Hooray. If you just type in Trump ignores federal judge, the amount of examples that show up, this is just the first page on Google, the amount of, so here's example number 1. Number 2, be annoying. Depending on your personality, this may or may not come naturally to you. It also requires that you know what your dom finds annoying. This could mean arriving late for dates, passive-aggressive behavior like rolling your eyes or huffing and puffing or invading your dom's personal space. I'm not touching you. He knows exactly how to get under the Democrat's skin. We've been seeing all of this play out in breaking news time and time again. I also want to say that I think that he has shifted his expectations from the Democrats being his dom. Once we go through all of these, I will explain who I think now he is trying to get to be his dom. Interrupt. As a brat, whatever you have to say is more important than your dom. Say whatever you want, whenever you want. Submissives, the floor is yours. Any interview that he has with a journalist, with a Democratic senator, with somebody that does not agree with him, he will speak over them time and time again, saying absolute nonsense. Or, unfortunately, something that should not be funny, but occasionally is. Like the interrupt, we all know. We can pick a moment in time, just any moment in time, and an image, a video of him interrupting somebody trying to say something important will immediately come to mind. Pretend you don't understand. I think that this just plays out whenever somebody tries to ask him a question about what are you doing? What is the plan? And then he speaks in circles. Moving on, embarrass your dom. Okay, there's words on here that I can't say, and I'm just going to cover that up so that way I don't get into, yeah, I think that it's pretty embarrassing. For folks focusing on the Democratic Party, I think that it is incredibly embarrassing to be a Democrat. It's been for a while, but it's very embarrassing now because he's embarrassing them. He's putting them in positions to be embarrassed at a global level. And it's working. Now, I think that he's doing all of this to get a reaction out of the Democrats, which they are not giving him the reaction that he wants. Why? Because they're still spreading their cheeks, and he's not into that. He doesn't want that. But he's not going to stop anyway. Why? Because he's a brat. And last is the runaway. Catch me if you can. And maybe you want him to because there's a punishment waiting for you when he finally does. Bonus points for taunting him as you send him on a wild goose chase through a department store. Now, I do think that this overlaps with some of the like Project 2025 stuff, the constant breaking news and the look here, look there, the whiplash that we all experience in these. I'm trying to cover this so that way this video doesn't get taken down. The constant whiplash that we are having in the news from what he's doing, what other people in the administration are doing. Oh my gosh, this is happening over here. That's happening in this part of the world. What do you mean this is? I think that this is part of the running away. Like, yes, it's part of 2025, Project 2025, Project Esther, and the dismantlement of American society, but also that doesn't mean that he can't get turned on in the process. And finally, the do the opposite. You've been asked to cut it out. Don't. You've been warned that you'll get a spanking if you do that again. Do it again. When you're a brat, every day is opposite day. We can see this all the way back to the, hey, release your tax return. No, I'm not gonna do that. You can't make me. Even through his re-election campaign, it was things that people were asking for, all the way down to like things that he started promising people. Oh yeah, the price of eggs, the price of gas, I'm gonna make the economy great again. And then people were like, oh, okay, yeah. Like he started doing it to himself, where he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to lie and get myself set up, and maybe somebody's gonna punish me because I've obviously been lying. I've been such a bad president. Been such a bad president. Somebody's gonna tell me no, and then they're going to, I don't know, put me in a corner, make me sit down, think about what I've done. And nobody's done it. And nobody's done it. And I think the thing, not my big revelation, like it's kind of been percolating, but I think watching his reaction to Mamdani really cemented it for me. He gave up on the Democrats doming him. He gave up on the Democrats taming him. It's not scratching his undropped balls. He's like, the itch is not getting scratched. But I think what he's noticed with the run that Zoran has had is that he's like, ooh, maybe the American public will be able to dom me. If the American public, and Zoran being like a leader, quote unquote, within this new thing that he's trying, like, Trump is looking for somebody. Once again, I'm a liar. What do I know? You can't sue me. This is all not real. I think that, okay, wait, let me get back. I think that Trump, interestingly enough, is within this specific theory that I am discussing right now, is looking, praying, and hoping for somebody, and I think that somebody is personified, like that I think he's looking for somebody that is decentering him, decentering men, but more specifically decentering him aggressively to respect them and to get his tiny rocks off. Shayna, not everything comes down to sex. They literally had an island where somebody or something named Bubba will never be the same. Anyway, he is looking for somebody / something that he can look to and say, oh, they do not care about my comfort. They do not care about about appeasing me. They are not centering me. They are actively working against me effectively in community in a way that is actually it's effective. I respect that. And now I'm hard. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these, fortunately, I don't know, a lot of rich, powerful, especially white men really get off on that kind of stuff, especially like the degradation part and the being like, you're not as rich and strong and powerful and whatever as you think. You're not a big part of my life. You might be important to other people. You're not so much to me. I don't know what goes on in their heads, but it's like a big thing for them. But yeah, I don't know how to wrap up this video, but this has been my theory. This is my theory that I have woken up to, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this because I feel like I'm right. And I'm also curious if maybe this channel, but I'm also curious if this platform is going to be mad at me again for posting this video. Yikes. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe out there.